The only reason why, as I tell y'all, the pro-black shtick, the pro-black kind, the black empowerment kind is so successful because a lot of black people realize that there are no opportunities for them elsewhere. And I'm not talking about the kind artist, I'm talking about the average black person. They realize there's really no opportunities for them elsewhere. So what they do is they start looking for one of our own to come with some kind of magic bullet, a silver bullet, some kind of secret to success, and offer us something that we didn't know about, that we claim that white folks, the reason why white people get it because they know this, but white people are struggling too. It's a myth. They are struggling right alongside you, right? But anyway, we wait for one of our own to sell us a secret on something, and we end up getting conned. But the truth is, it's not the blackness of it that makes it attractive to black people. It's the money. Understand this. We don't care about the unification of race. Each person that signed up for Jay Morrison's Tulsa investment program that Dr. Boyce Watkins sold them on, they did that for self-financial gain. They don't care about black empowerment. Everything I'm about to say, you already know it to be true. You are a slave. You are a slave to money, to social economics, to status, to politics, to ideology. You have sold your soul to have a place in a world order that you should naturally oppose. Whoa now, whoa now, whoa now. Welcome back to the Black Elf. I'm your boy, Brother Kush. Look, before I get started on this video, let me say to all the new subscribers that I picked up on that boxing video. As much as I appreciate the bump in subscribers, this is not a sports channel or a boxing channel. And I really don't want you subscribing to my channel for the wrong reasons. I need people to subscribe here because they're looking for the sort of content that I provide. And what I don't provide is sports content, boxing content in particular, or entertainment content. I don't do entertainment. Now, I will do a boxing video here or there. That wasn't the first boxing video I've done. I will do a boxing video here or there. And I will do more, you know what I mean? Because I actually like boxing, you know. I used to fight a lot. Probably should have been a boxer. And I like boxing because I used to like to fight. You know what I'm saying? Just real talk. So, but I don't do boxing content. So if you subscribe based on that, you might want to unsubscribe. I won't take it personal, but you might want to unsubscribe because that is not what I do. Now, to my people that's here, we're going to talk today about something I just heard Dr. T. Hassan, him and BGS Ibmore discussing over there on the live. And what I found out about it, you know, is that we don't get any clear messages from anybody anymore. You know, what's the clear message? All you hear is a whole lot of complaining coming from these men, you know what I'm saying? They either complaining about the lack of black women being married to black men, and then they say how we don't need black nationalism, but everything they talk about is black, 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 black. I mean, it's all over the board, you know what I'm saying? I mean, what is the answer? Where's the clear messaging? And I think I can deal with that a little bit. I think Brother Kush can talk to y'all a little bit straighter because my message has always been clear. I think the brothers should do whatever they feel they need to do for themselves as individuals. Everything else fall in line. You know the crazy thing, when I say stuff like that, the black nationalists, so to speak, you know, they hear that and all they want to think about is that I'm selling out, we need to stick together, but we can't stick together until we are first individual. Every whole is the sum total of individual parts. That's it. That's it. I say again, every whole, you know, is the sum total of its individual parts. And just as they say that a chain is only as strong as its weakest link, if we are all representative of the links in a chain, then the chain that we have right now is weak because our links are weak. Each link has to be strong in and of itself to make a strong chain. So what we need is more investment in self, not community. not group based on race, not black nationalism, in self. And then from that, people come together naturally. That's what y'all don't understand. Y'all think that you won't have no allies, you won't have no companions. You don't know what y'all think, man. Y'all so afraid to be alone. Be alone. Be your own human being for just a little while, and you will see what Brother Kush is trying to tell you. Get away from all the boxes, the socio-economic boxes, the racial boxes. Get away from it all. Get away from it all. And you'll see that the way you move through this society will become more fluid. You know what I'm saying? Like I move. I deal with who I deal with. You know, contrary to what y'all think, I have no white friends. I don't want any white friends. But I don't really have any black friends either, except for the ones that I've been knowing for some time. I still have close relationships with black women. I have black female friends. I have black male friends. But making friends in general is hard, and that's something that you got to understand, but you won't realize that until you get out of this racial box and stop making everything about race. You think that the problems that we have is only among us. No, man. What you forget is that the white boys make up the highest groups of incels. They're the highest groups of male suicide rates and everything. You know what I'm saying? They are struggling, bro. They are struggling. They are struggling. White nationalism is not working for them no more than black nationalism is working for black men. So the thing we got to do is get outside of the box, because the people who are not nationalists, white, black, or otherwise, they out there living. I'm starting to see all manner of interracial couples, mixtures that I've never seen before. I mean, Indian men with white girls, and or men or Eastern Indian men with Hispanic women. I mean, you starting to see all kinds of mixture. Asian men with Hispanic women, Asian men with white women, Asian men with black women. You know what I'm saying? You start to see all kinds of mixture. You always seen black men with everything, but now you start to see other men from other cultures understand that my problem was I was staying in this box. So, get outside this box and go meet a human being. Go interact. I got a picture of a pool party we had in my community. You know, I always tell you I live in a private community. And it was a white dude, two Eastern Indian dudes, looked like maybe a Middle Eastern dude, you know what I'm saying? All dancing together, dancing with some women out there, like not the women that was with them, and they wasn't even together, but they was just all out there just messing with the girls together. And I remember telling my wife, look how these Indian men are changing. The longer they stay in America, the more they break out of that box. Because they're realizing that that cultural, racial box that they're in is doing nothing but holding them back. So they're breaking out of it. And that's a lesson that we used to teach as black men. We used to teach people to not put themselves in boxes. Now we actually build the boxes ourselves, and we got to get away from that. But anyway, before I get started on everything, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the bell icon to receive notification when I drop more videos. If you don't hit the bell icon, you won't be notified because I do not trigger the algorithm. So let's jump right into it. The problem I'm hearing with all this stuff is that it's not so much that what they're saying about black nationalism true. They were saying that black nationalism just doesn't make sense in the way it's taught, because we supposed to take, as black men, like one brother on that live said, we're supposed to take advantage of what opportunities to give to who. Most of us don't have families, we don't have women, you know what I'm saying? And there's no opportunities being given to us. But the problem is, his belief is that everything would change had the white system given black men an economic platform. Which, truthfully, those words sound good, but what in the hell is an economic platform? What is that? Economics is economics. There is no economic platform. Truth be told, let's just be honest. Let me play devil's advocate for a second. What's stopping us from starting a business as black men? What's stopping us as black men from going out there and just creating a business and doing for ourselves, right? In that manner. That's not my definition anymore. I used to think like that because I came in through the teaching of supreme wisdom. So all the dudes think I hate the Nation of Islam. You're wrong. I came in through those teachings. I just was never a member of the Nation of Islam. But I used to believe that doing for self was getting a self, your own job, right? Your own business. You know what I'm saying? Self-employment. But self-employment is still working within one system of economics, one system of capitalism. So when you say give black people, black men an economic platform, what is that? Because there's nothing stopping us from starting a business. Nothing. The thing that's going to be hard on you in business as a black man is two things. First, people are elitist in their minds. You know, when I was coming up, I'm gonna come back to that point. I'm trying to add context to it. When I was coming up, right, we used to shop at small businesses. You know, the small business is where we shop. The small grocery store that was owned by somebody that actually lived in the community, right? The small furniture store owned by somebody that actually lived in the community, right? We knew the people. We went to school with the kids who parents owned that store, who parents owned that store, who parents owned that store. You know what I'm saying? This is how we were. And everybody shopped at these stores with no problem. But the truth of the matter is, black people do not like shopping with black people anymore because we have adopted the mindset of the mainstream. And the mainstream look at black people with great suspicion. The only reason why, as I tell y'all, the pro-black shtick, the pro-black kind, the black empowerment kind is so successful because a lot of black people realize that there are no opportunities for them elsewhere. And I'm not talking about the con artist. I'm talking about the average black person. They realize there's really no opportunities for them elsewhere. So what they do is they start looking for one of our own to come with some kind of magic bullet, a silver bullet, some kind of secret to success and offer us something that we didn't know about, that we claim that white folks, the reason why white people get it because they know this, but white people are struggling too. It's a myth. They are struggling right alongside you, right? But anyway, we wait for one of our own to sell us a secret on something, and we end up getting conned. But the truth is, it's not the blackness of it that makes it attractive to black people. It's the money. Understand this. We don't care about the unification of race. Each person that signed up for Jay Morrison's Tulsa investment program that Dr. Boyce Watkins sold them on, they did that for self financial gain. They don't care about black empowerment. They don't care about that. This is why Dr. Umar Johnson is having such a hard time getting adequate funding for his school. That's why. And the money I'm pretty sure he's collected, he's already spent. But this is why he would never get that funding. I mean, every black person could have gave him $1, man. The man would have had enough money to open a school. Now, I'm fundamentally against the concept of a school like that because he's gonna just teach white folks stuff under under the guise of black empowerment. It's still gonna be the same stuff because it has to be accredited. My point is, he never got the money because black people don't really care about black empowerment. When they invest in these kinds of things, they're doing it for themselves. So the appeal of it all has nothing to do with being black. It's the financial opportunity that they think they see in it. I'm going somewhere with this. I'm about to tie all this in. So I asked previously, right? What's stopping us from doing anything? Well, one of the main things that stop us is the way society itself as a whole interact with black businesses. Nobody really support black businesses. That's just the truth. And today, not even black people. There was a time when black people at least supported black business because and it had nothing to do with it being black. See, that's another thing. When we supported black businesses, it wasn't out of some kind of pro-black or black nationalism. We just shopped, where we were. We supported the stores in our community. We shopped where we shopped. It wasn't because we were looking for shortcuts. We wasn't looking for favoritism. We wasn't looking for discounts. None of that stuff. We just shopped in our areas. You know what I'm saying? Well, I'm from New Orleans, so the whole damn city is our area. You know what I'm saying? But we just shopped where we shopped. We just didn't mind shopping where we shopped. But today, black people don't think like that. I told you the story in one of my previous videos that I had this company I was trying to use to help rebuild after Hurricane Katrina demolished my city of New Orleans. And I got grilled by this real popular pro-black figure in one, this female with long dreadlocks. I got grilled by her over whether or not my business was black owned, while she's sitting there holding a Whole Foods bag, getting out of a vehicle that's made by some Japanese people, probably. I think it was a Toyota or something. You know what I'm saying? She gets out an Asian car, a foreign car. She holding a Whole Foods bag in her hand, you know what I'm saying, walking to a house that's owned by the bank, you know what I'm saying, or apartment owned by some white folks or something. I mean, and had the nerve to grill me on whether or not my business was black owned, as if she can't spend money with nobody but black people when it comes to me, but she can spend all the money in the world with other people all day, every day, otherwise. I mean, it's crazy. And she still didn't, it still didn't pass my stuff on, still didn't support me. Because she never intended to support me. Because the truth is, me being black wasn't going to be a reason to support. Me being a black man was going to be her reason to not support. Now you understand. So what a lot of black entrepreneurs find out is that we just don't support, and that's why they try to browbeat black people. Black people don't support each other, black people. But you're not supposed to build a business for black people to support you. You're supposed to build a business to provide a service or product to the public, to the general public. But the truth is, white people don't like shopping from black people too much either. Now, I had stores, but I'm telling you, it's not that easy as an entrepreneur anyway. What most people don't know is that something like 99% of all small businesses fail within 5 years. Almost all of them. So you only got a very small percentage of them that survive long enough to make a difference in the lives of the entrepreneurs themselves. For the most part, it's just a money pit. Real talk, it's just a money pit. So I'm saying all that to say this here. Nothing is stopping us from doing whatever we want to do. Really and truly, there's no laws prohibiting us from doing anything. So why do we constantly got to say about we need somebody to give us an economic platform when whatever that is? 'Cause I don't know what an economic platform is, but whatever it is, strictly legally speaking, we can create one for ourselves. But why don't we? We don't do it because black people really don't care about no kind of black empowerment. That's just the truth of the matter. It's the truth of the matter. It's a place for the miserable. That's what it is. It's an idea. It's a reactionary ideology. That's all it is. It's a reactionary ideology in response to how we are treated in this society. That's what it is. And it's not going to work. That's not what we need. That's not going to help us. But I still don't know what an economic platform is, and that's not the answer. An economic platform is still within this system, and we can create, like I said, strictly legally speaking, nobody's stopping us from creating our own economic platform. But what would be the purpose of creating an economic platform? How would that answer all of our questions? How would that heal the problems that we have with black women? It won't. It won't. This dude said that we had the platform like that, then our relationship with black women would change. And this, no, it won't. Because if they could do better financially, this is why half you black men are wishing that we had some kind of societal collapse to force black women back into your arms. In fact, they actually said that on that live. If black women are just doing better financially, they just don't marry your ass even more. I mean, they just start singing the song, how I don't need no man. You know what I'm saying? I mean, they just sing it louder. The better they're doing financially, the louder they sing that song of independence. INDEPEN. I mean, they're going to just sing it louder and louder. So money is not going to change our relationships with black women. Our relationships with black women are broken because we are broken. Not because our finances are broken. Not because our lack of education. Not because our lack of social status. Not because our lack of an economic platform. Our relationships are broken because we are broken. We are broken as individuals. I told y'all the sum total of any whole is individual, is based on its individual parts. The sum total of any whole is based on its individual parts. And our individual parts are broken. So, the message ain't clear. When I hear these dudes talking about the mental breakdowns of black women over the last few years, walking around naked, the turkey hut thing, the women on the highway, just the other day, another woman on the highway shooting at people, she butt ass naked out there, all black women, just breaking down, doing dumb shit, right? And they talk about the solution to that would have been if they was with the same men that they claim they don't need. No, bruh. You don't exploit the mental breakdown. You don't hope that black women are forced to have to be with you for survival. And that's what BGS Ibmo say, for survival at least. No, you don't want nobody to have to deal with you just for their own sake of survival. That's not what a relationship is supposed to be about, man. That is not what a relationship is supposed to be. Y'all got caveman mentalities. Y'all got uncivilized man mentalities. They are not supposed to be with you just for the sake of survival. In life, we got to survive, whether we together or by ourselves. You don't link up with nobody else to use them for your survival. Not in that regard. You can link up with people where y'all use each other to make y'all collective lives better. That's what neighborhood and community used to be about. But you don't just say they need to give it at least for survival. So I mean, I'm supposed to carry the load for a crazy chick, so she supposed to just come get with me. I pay all the bills and do everything just so I can have a woman. See, even what they say don't make sense. That is not what a relationship is about. A relationship is not transactional. People are supposed to get together regardless. Regardless. Whether you're rich, poor, up, down, sideways, it don't matter. Somebody's supposed to mess with you because they mess with you. The reality of life is the reality of life that we all got to face, whether we are together facing it or by ourselves facing it. But what you don't do is negotiate terms where we get together just for survival. You don't negotiate that like that, because we all got to survive anyway. We all got to survive anyway. Yes, teamwork is better. Teamwork is better. We can do better together. But you don't get with me because you're going to use me as a crutch to stand on. Because now you just become more of a burden on me. Now you just become more stress on my life. I don't need that. To me, a man could just, in that sense, we can sing the song that the women used to sing back in the 80s. I could do bad all by myself. I don't need extra weight. So no, don't give it me for survival. If you say, well, together we can make it better, okay, we can do that. I like you, you like me, and together we can make it better. Let's do that. We like each other. We're gonna travel together anyway. So now let's try to make our lives better. That's what it was always about. But these dudes are always looking for some kind of social collapse, some kind of situation, circumstance to force women back into the hands of black women back to the hands of black men. And then they turn around and tell you we don't need to be involved in black nationalism. We don't need to be involved in black this or black that. They're all over the board. We don't have a clear message. But Brother Kush has a clear message. Do what's best for you. That's the clear message. Get away from everything else and just do what's best for you. Because trust me, you can start a business in the black community, it's going to fly. Black people are not going to shop with you just because you're black. They're not going to do it. And you can't browbeat them, because white people don't really shop with white folks because they white. They shop with white folks. Because a small white business struggle just like a small black business. Like I said, 99% of all small business, regardless of the race of the people, fail. They fail. In fact, our small businesses used to do better because the people in our community would at least shop in their own community at one time. Now, niggas will catch 8 buses to the next city to go shop at the white folks mall before they shop right around the corner with black people. And y'all know I ain't lying. Y'all know I ain't lying. You know I ain't lying. Because we have been poisoned against each other. Now, being black is not a plus in the eyes of a black person. It is a negative. And this is why I tell you all the dangers, the inherent dangers of listening to all of these type of red pill type channels like Anton Daniels, like Tony Sotomayor, that do nothing but rag on black people all day. Listen to these black conservative type channels that rag on black people all day. Get away from these channels, bro. They are creating self-hatred within yourself. they're causing you to despise your own. So when you see them, and I know I don't like them boxes either, but I'm just saying, when you see something that looks like you should like it. You should respect it. You should see it as a cousin, a brother, like we used to say, brothers and sisters. You know what I'm saying? Because it looks like you. But we don't do that no more. Now when we see something that looks like us, we hate it. We turn away from it because this is the conditioning that we are up under in this system. And I'm telling you, when you listen to these channels, you are being fed a steady diet of self-hatred. So, I mean, black people are not going to shop with you because you're black. In fact, they're going to shop with you less because you're black. You're going to have a harder time with them because you're black. They're not going to respect your business because you're black. I'm telling you from experience as being a business owner for years, man. Say, bro, I had retail stores for a long time. I'm telling you, dealing with niggas is crazy. In fact, one of my wives, right? It's funny, when she first came around, I assigned her to one of the stores to manage one of them, right? And she was a pro-black sister, right? Creole sister, always into the pro-black scene. And she's always talking this pro-black stuff. I said, you know what? After a week working in that mall, tell me how you feel about black people then in general. That's what I told her, real talk. I said, after a week working in that mall, tell me how you feel then. She worked in that mall, man. It didn't even take a week. She said, what is wrong with us? Mm-hmm. When you see the lack of respect that black people have for black businesses, when you do, oh, it's crazy, bro. They'll come out them white folks stores with bags draped all around them and want a discount on a $2 item from you. Yeah. And refuse to pay it. If you don't give them a discount, they'll put that shit down and walk away. Pull out a pocket full of money, let you see the money, and tell you, let me give you $1 for it. It's $2. I mean, this is an example now. It's $2. I don't pay $2. I'll give you $1. No, they put their money back and walk away. But got bags in their hand from all these white stores. And after she seen that, she was like, man, there's something wrong with us. I know there's something wrong with us. And got to remember, now this was 20 years ago. So it wasn't even that bad back then. Today, it's worse. So again, bring it home full circle. The dude talking about an economic platform, which I don't know what that is. And there's nobody stopping us from doing nothing, not legally. We can do whatever we want to do legally. And why he used the word give us. Who is the people that's going to give us an economic platform? The government? Who can do that? Who should do that? What is that? See, that's not a clear message. That's just something else that some pro-black Negro says that sounds good, that means nothing. That's all it is. We don't need an economic platform because that's not going to change our relationships with each other or with our women. In fact, the better off we do financially, the less we gonna fuck with each other. That's just real talk. That's just real talk. The more opportunity we have to get away from each other, the more we gonna take it. That's just real talk. It's just real talk. And y'all know it. So we are broken as individuals. If we want to fix anything collectively, it starts on an individual level. We got to fix that first. And that is what you call clear, concise messaging. That's why y'all come to the Black Album. That's why y'all come to Brother Kush. This is why y'all come to me. So for all those brothers that subscribe based on boxing, if you're listening to this by this time, you see now how I come, and this is what my channel is about. I don't do sports. I don't do entertainment. But I do like the sport of boxing, and I will talk about boxing. You know what I'm saying? In fact, I watch track and field, especially female track and field. You know, but I haven't done any videos talking about it, you know what I'm saying? But you know, I mean, gotta have a hobby, right? You know what I'm saying? Really, my hobby is women. I ain't like you old incel let's do. I like girls. That's my hobby. So anyway, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel. Till next time, I'm out of here. I'm Brother Kush, aka the Black Album. Salam.